Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destiny. I'm Death from Above. Today I want to do a Legendary Max video for you on the Reflection Sum. This is the Trials of Osiris Legendary Scout Rifle. I got it from a package. I didn't go flawless to get this one, so it's not the Adept version, but I wanted to look at it, talk about it, do a Legendary Max video. So what I usually do in my Legendary Max videos is, I had to rewind it right there. I take a look at the gun, look at the flavor text attached to it, kind of dig into the name or the flavor text, see if there's any history or nice little lore or something involved there. Then we'll talk about the base stats, we'll take a look at those, and then we'll look at my version, talk about the talents that I have on mine. Then we'll take it into some PvE and PvP gameplay, where you'll see it hitting some people in the head, hopefully. So, taking a look at the Reflection Sum, it reads, how to count the infinities? How to count the infinities. How to count the infinities. I don't know what that means. Reflection Sum. I have a feeling that this is a more complicated name than I'm willing to discover. Reflection Sum, how to count the infinities. It's very nebulous, but also probably a very intellectual name that I have not researched and I don't know anything about. But it's a cool name, the Reflection Sum and how to count the infinities. This used to be called, what was this called? Year one. It was the I can't remember the name of the pulse rifle from year one, but I did look at the model that this gun is modeled, and I was like, I've seen that gun before, and I couldn't remember what gun it was. I was like, is it the old Vanguard pulse rifle? And I looked up one. I was like, no, it's not that one. Then I looked up the 55A All Fate, and I said, Bungie, I see what you're doing here. I know what this gun is, and I've had it before. So it's actually the same model as the 55A All Fate. If you had one of those back during, I think it was House of Wolves, either House of Wolves or Dark Below. It was the Vanguard pulse rifle. It wasn't anything special, but it's the same model, basically the same stats. This one's a little bit different, but that's not what I want to talk about. We're here to talk about the Reflection Sum. So if we take a look at the base stats from Planet Destiny, it has a rate of fire of 66, impact 14, range 43, stability 71, good stability, reload 62, aim assist 54, equip speed 36, recoil direction 80, and zoom 17. Most of those stats are pretty unimpressive. If we compare it to something like the Red Death, which is a more notable weapon with the same rate of fire and impact, you can see that it has more range than the Red Death, more stability than the Red Death, but a slower reload, much slower equip speed, and about the same of other stats. So the Reflection Sum and the Red Death are of the same archetype, but the Red Death is probably a better PvP gun because of, one, the exotic talent, and two, the equip speed are going to help you get it out really fast. Is that's what she said? I feel like it is. Anyway, the Reflection Sum. So let's take a look at my Reflection Sum. Look at the talents that I have on mine, then we'll get into some gameplay. So, mine came with the Quick Draw IS sight, which I actually like, the red dot sight, which I've used, and the ranged lens. I actually like all of these sights. All of these scopes I enjoy. So the first two, the quick draw and the red dot, will give me more reload, less range and stability. The ranged lens gives me more range and stability. I'll probably from now on leave it on the ranged lens, but it's got Army of One, speed reload, injection mold, appended magazine, and hidden hand. Now, since it is a Trials of Osiris weapon, I do believe these talents are pretty set. There's only a few that can vary, so most of these are going to be similar if you have the same gun. I like leaving it on injection mold for the stability. I don't really need that extra bit of range or the reload. I'm good. Or the mag size. Hidden hand's pretty nice. I did notice hidden hand being very useful. And Army of One's always good. It's one of those talents that people aren't crazy about, but it's always useful. So I use Army of One on mine every time I get a kill by myself, I guess. But that's my Reflection Sum. Let's take it into PvE and PvP and talk about it. So in PvE, I don't like pulse rifles in PvE so much just because they don't quite fill the role that I want them to fill. This one I was using it in PvE and it did well. I enjoyed it. It is a solid gun. It's got good stability, good aim assist, good tracking. You have no trouble using this one. It's one of those guns that if you didn't have a vast array of weapons like me, you could use this all the time and it'd be a very good gun. But I just have other guns that are a little bit better that I use more often. So I do enjoy this gun. I do like using it. I would use it more if I had more use for it in PvE. But in PvE, solid gun, solid, stable, capable weapon. If you like pulse rifles, this will be a good weapon for you in PvE. You can't think of specific situations where it's really going to shine, but it's a good all-around gun. PvP is going to be where the focus is on this weapon, especially since it is a Trials of Osiris weapon, and you get it from doing Trials of Osiris, whether you get it from the bounties, from a drop after 7 wins, or from the Lighthouse as an Adept version. The only difference between this one and the Adept version is the Adept will have Last Resort guaranteed on it. Other than that, it's exactly the same, different paint job, whatever. So PvP, it's a very good gun. Very good gun in PvP. If you're used to this archetype of archetype. I don't know how to say that word. If you're used to this type of pulse rifle, it's a workhorse. It's a solid workhorse. Getting those headshots, medium impact, medium rate of fire pulse rifle. This is your go-to. The stability on mine makes it very easy to handle. I like it in PvP. It gets the headshots right when I want them to. It has slow equip speed, but I didn't really notice it since it is a primary. The hidden hand did help a lot. It's not really that high on aim assist. It's got more aim assist than like the Red Death, but just by a smidgen. So it's a useful gun. I like it. Trying to think if there's anything else in PvP specifically. I didn't have trouble getting headshots. I like it. Other than that, it's a good gun in PvP. I'm giving it a solid B. Solid B in PvP, and it's all arbitrary. All my grades are arbitrary, so whatever. I give it a B all around, basically. Not quite a fun gun. Is a solid workhorse weapon. If it's one of the few guns you have, if you're just starting out, this is a good one to have, good one to get, and a good one to use. But what do you guys think? Do you have a reflection sum? Is it your favorite pulse rifle? What talents do you have on yours, or would you rather use a different pulse rifle? So what other pulse rifles would you like me to take a look at, or guns in general? What do you want me to take a look at? I do take a lot of suggestion on weapons, so if you want me to take a look at a specific gun, let me know in the comments. And anyway, rewind it again. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Leave a like if you've enjoyed the video. It helps the videos grow. It helps the channel grow. And subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. It lets me know that you enjoy what I'm doing and you like it. So I'm out of here, guys, and I will see you next time. See you, bye.